We're on our way to Amsterdam to pick up our Avenger camper. We're saying goodbye to an old friend because we're buying a new friend. We're trading our camper in today. We're dropping that off to Alpin Haus. We have to run all the way to Amsterdam where our camper was stored. And then we have to take it to the Alpin Haus in Saratoga because they have to inspect it for the trade-in. But we have to clean the camper out. We've got like DVDs and stuff that Tara and I usually watch. So that's what we're doing today. Saying goodbye to an old friend and saying hello to a new one. Hello fellow travelers, this is Sheldon and Tara, your 518 travelers, coming to you from beautiful Ballston Spa, New York, which is just a stone's throw northwest of the capital city of Albany, New York. We want to thank you for checking out our channel and for watching this vlog. In today's episode of the 518 Traveler, Tara and I chronicle our trade-in of our Primetime Avenger 24-foot tow-behind RV for a Class C motorhome, which is now 30 foot with much more room and added features. We hope you enjoy. Hello fellow travelers, thanks for tuning in. In today's vlog, Tara and I chronicle our trade-in of our Primetime Avenger 24-foot tow-behind RV. We just decided, last year we did a seasonal up at a place called Deer Run Campgrounds in Scotticoke, New York. And we actually put a video online of that. We did like the campsite and all, but we realized that having a seasonal where the camper just sits there all summer long just wasn't the right thing for us. So we decided that we wanted to travel, make sure that we're hitting the road, going to different places that we want to see. We did a video, I guess about 3 years ago, where we went to Niagara Falls, but we had to do it on the American side because of that stupid COVID. We couldn't go to Canada. So one of the trips that we have planned for this summer is for us to actually go on the Canada side of Niagara Falls and experience what it's like on the Canadian side, which there's a gondola that we actually featured in the video that actually only runs on the Canadian side across the Niagara Falls. So, we want to travel. There's other places that we definitely want to go. We want to go to Mystic Seaport. We want to get a campsite near there. We've actually already targeted one that we want to go ahead and make reservations for. But our thing was, with a motorhome, if you need to stop anywhere or to use the bathroom, you can just keep driving, except for me who would be driving, of course. I wouldn't be able to just hop out of the seat. But if Tara needs to use the bathroom, she can just go in the back and use the bathroom. Or anybody that's with us while we keep traveling. We don't waste time at rest stops. And also it'll be easier for Benny. Benny is cooped up in the back of my Ford F-150, where in fact he can actually be up into the motorhome itself, where it's nice and comfortable. We'll have a bed on there for him, much more room for him to move around in. So we just felt that a motorhome was the best way to go. Now, I know I'm going to have to buy a tow dolly. We're going to need a small car that is front-wheel drive to bring with us certain places because we're going to need to, leave the campsite, leave the Class C motorhome there because we'll obviously be sleeping in that, and we'll need a car to get around with. So I'm going to have to buy a tow dolly and probably a smaller car. That's stuff that we've talked about probably over the next month or so we're going to have to do. But at least for right now, we were able to identify a Class C motorhome at a place called Alpin Haus, Alpin Haus, in Saratoga, New York, which isn't far from our house, about 15 or 20 minutes north up 87 Northway. And we found a really nice one, and we decided to make an offer on it, and they accepted it. And in this vlog here, we are showing how we traded in our camper. And but we did have to make some adjustments on the side of the house because we had 5 racks of wood, because we have a fireplace. We had 5 racks of wood that needed to be moved because that's exactly where we identified on the property where we wanted to put the RV. We didn't want the, put the motorhome. We didn't want the motorhome being next to trees in case a bad storm came and it fell over and, obviously would crush the motorhome. So we found a good spot on the side of the house, but we had to actually move 5 racks of wood to another spot on the property. That was a lot of work. Took us about 4 hours, but we got it done. but it was necessary to be able to get the camper here. And also at the same time, we have a pretty high pitch to our driveway. We weren't sure if that Class C motorhome would actually make it up without hitting on the driveway. So that was a little treacherous. We did figure that as well. So we have all that information in this video here. And again, thank you for tuning in, and we hope you enjoy. So for our new Class C RV that we bought through a place called Alpin Haus, we're going to see if we can store it at the house here without leaving it just up at Alpin Haus up there, which we'd rather not do. We'd rather, and it's not far, it's like 15 minutes from here, so it's no big deal, but we'd rather just have it at our house since they're, you know, those things are so expensive. This way, when we want to just take off, we can just hop in and go. But in order to do that, we're looking for a spot to put it. So we started cleaning this out here. We are using the wood. We have a wood fireplace. You've seen that in prior video, especially the Christmas one. And I put a couple of reels up on Facebook. So we're working on trying to move some of this wood now, because we close on the camper on Friday, and then they're doing the walkthrough Saturday. We're going to try to get it home. We're hopeful we're going to be able to get up here. The bigger issue we have is, I'm not sure about this driveway, getting it up at the angle, if it's going to hit. So we're hopeful we're going to be able to get it up through that. But for today, this is kind of what we're working on. We already moved one rack out of here, and we put some wood in the garage for to use in the fireplace, and that's all on here. So we got enough wood here for a couple, 3 nights while we're home on vacation, since I've been making a fire almost every night now for February school break. So that's what we're doing today. And we'll get back to you. Last rack. Thank God, last rack. 3 hours of this already. It's going to take us about 4 hours total to move all 5 of those racks and transfer the wood. This was a lot of work. I think our backs are going to be dead later, honey.
Already is.
Yes, already is. I know. I'm going to need, probably going to need muscle relaxer, sit in front of the fire tonight and watch some TV. That's the plan. And this is where we moved all the wood that was on the side of the house, all back here. And again, thank God it's the last rack. And of course, we could have used the tractor, the lawnmower, that leaf blower in the back, the gold color thing in the right hand corner. That comes off, and we could have just dragged a lot of the wood back there in big shots, but the battery was dead. Even though it's been plugged in all winter, I think I got a bad battery. So I've been charging it up, but in the meantime, we had to keep busy in case the battery's totally dead. So unfortunately, that deep 6-star, easier way to do it. But we're getting it done nevertheless. And that's all that matters. Get back to you. I'm at Alpin Haus right now, here to pick up our camper. It's supposed to be outside the fence for us, so I can just pull up and hook it up and leave, and it's not. So now I got to go into service, have them get our camper out. Okay, so the camper is on its way out. Supposed to be bringing it out that lockup area down there. If you can see it through the windows where that green shed is. Oops. I'm bringing it out here where me and Tara are. So hopefully that'll be done soon. So we're cleaning out the Avenger. Just tossing the stuff in the back of the truck, because we never cleaned it out, because when we left the campsite last year, we bought our house, we just stored this right away. So we just got a lot of stuff that we're tossing here. The whole bottom of the camper is cleaned out. We just got some stuff left in there. All of this, the bottom of the camper, that's all cleaned out. So we're just down to, I gotta take that TV off, because the new camper needs a TV for the bedroom, a 32-inch, which that's probably a little bit, right around that size, I don't know. And Tara got all this all cleaned out. So tonight, this is a nice camper, and we had a new refrigerator put in under warranty 2 years ago. So it's been a great camper. But we wanted a motorhome. Time to move up. And like I said, time to say goodbye to an old friend. Got to get the truck hooked up here and get this up to the other Alpin Haus. And I'll get back to you. Okay, so here we are at the other Alpin Haus dropping off the camper because we're trading it in for a new one. And it's the last time I got to unhitch this sucker. Let me tell you something, it's no fun. But I got it done. So time to say goodbye. It's called the Primetime Avenger, but Tara likes to call it her Lady Avenger for something. I'm not sure what, but that's kind of an ominous name, but that's what she calls it. And we're definitely going to miss it. It's been a good camper. Enjoyed it a lot. But time to move on. And I'll get back to you. Okay, honey. Are you happy with the new camper we're going to get?
So happy.
The biggest thing is, well, not the biggest, but one of the advantages of it is we don't have to stop to rest stops anymore for bathrooms. You can just get up and go use the bathroom. I'd have to pull over to use the bathroom when I'm driving. But other than that...
Doggy breaks.
What's that?
Doggy breaks.
Yeah, doggy breaks, but way less without having to stop every couple of hours. So, straight shot down to Wildwood, 300 miles. The camper will make it down there with no problem. So, that's a good thing, right? All right. Alpin Haus treated Tara and I like VIPs, just like this card said. While we signed on the dotted lines, both Tara and I, now the Class C motorhome became ours. And we're saying hello to our new friend, a Thor Chateau 28Z, just under 30 feet. This is the new camper. It's the Class C. Hopefully we get many hours of enjoyment out of this camper.
So let's say this battery dies, you know, a traditional jump start, right? Where you plug it onto the leads. You don't have to do that here. If you, and we're not going to play around with this, but you hold this button and then turn the key, and it will take the battery from the coach, power from the battery, and provide a jump to the motor battery.
Right, so we don't have to jump it with another car or something like that.
So it's a really cool function, but you don't normally mess with it unless you truly were in a situation where you needed it. Again, you just hold the button.
Yeah, you have to hold the button in.
Turn, and then it should give it enough charge to... Anyway, great little function.
You know,
Oh yeah, just a regular.
Just a regular kind of card table. Or, it's a cool little thing. You go to any, basically where they're certified to fill propane, and they'll plug in for you here, and they'll fill it up.
Oh, so there's no tanks to have to play with?
No, nothing's going to disconnect. This is all stationary.
Oh, nice. Okay, that's good. Yes.
Yeah, no, it is nice. You just pull right up, you know, here or anywhere you need. They'll plug in, they'll do all the necessary venting and everything. And all you got to do is just make sure you're turning it on. So I'm to the far left now. But all self-contained, self-sufficient.
Does that tell you like how full it is?
Where did I see that your propane is full?
Is there any? Is it inside?
It should be on the. Not on that. No, man, not on that. To my understanding.
No, I thought it was a screen.
I thought I saw something earlier. Let's go. We're gonna go inside.
Might be inside. Yeah.
Slide. You'll help me bring it in later, please. That extends. And brings it in.
Okay.
You have heaters for your black and gray tank. If you're gonna go camping, I would say less than 40 degrees or very cold. It doesn't sound like maybe you're that type of camper to begin with, right? Like
not
if we could have, we would.
Okay, because I say we quit Columbus weekend is our last hurrah. You know, but the point is, there are
heaters
capable that will heat up so your tanks don't freeze.
That's awesome. Yeah, the other camper didn't have that.
I'm thinking you can read up a little more, but you know, less than 40 would probably be something to start. We're gonna do the generator in a minute, which plugged in. Okay, fresh water tank is empty, black is empty, and
I just want to get this on the video so I don't forget. That's to check the how much the propane is the LPG. All right, just so we remember. That one. Okay, beautiful. Love
so if we're plugged in an electric site, we don't have to use the
absolutely not.
Right.
No. I just want to do this if you are driving down the road and you want the air to crank because you feel that you're not cooled enough, and maybe Well, you probably won't be sitting back here normally
The
anyway.
dog will be able.
Okay, well, they want to keep the dog cooler then, which I agree.
All right, walkthrough is done. All the paperwork was completed. We're taking the camper home today. On my way home now, up 87 Northway towards Boston Spa where we live. So now the hard part comes, trying to get it up the driveway. Unfortunately, we have a rise to our driveway that could be an issue. We're gonna see. We're working on it. We'll see what happens when we get home. But the camper is bought. Runs good. Everything worked. They went through everything. Refrigerator, furnace, AC, all the lights, the slide out. Everything works fine. So we are good to go. And we can't wait to do some camping. But unfortunately, we live in upstate New York, and we had a snowstorm last Wednesday. It was all green up here. Today is February 25th of 2023, and we can still get snow in upstate New York. But it was so green. There was all the snow that's on the ground that you're seeing right now in this video. That wasn't there up until this past Wednesday. It was green. We had some decent weather, 40 degrees. We thought we were going to get an early spring. So unfortunately, we're right back to a little bit of winter, but March and April's around the corner, and good weather is not that far away. And we've already got some trips planned in the camper, so we're so looking forward to using this. And I'll get back to you. There it is. We got it nestled in on the side of the house. Plenty of room to open that door to get stuff in. See the door on the side of the camper, and right down in that area right there. And here it is, nestled in. We're gonna have a cement patch dropped right where the tires go up through here, sometime this spring, so we get it so it's level. But yes, we got it up the driveway with no problem. We thought this would be an issue right here. The grade of that, because that pipe for the generator sticking out right there. And it's very low. See how low it is? So we thought that might hit. We thought you might have to put boards underneath the tires when we pull it up the driveway or something, but we didn't end up having to do that. We got it right up, right where we want it. We didn't want to store it. I mean, this was expensive. So we didn't want to just leave it stored somewhere for somebody to bump into it and then not say anything about it, and then we got a dent in our camper. But this is the grade of the driveway. It's been in other videos, but we were concerned about that pipe hitting like right in here when it came up and across here. And so you can see the grade of the driveway. See, we were worried something was going to hit, and nothing did. It went really smooth, actually. So it worked perfectly. And I'll get back to you. So there you have it. Our trade-in of our Primetime Avenger 24-foot tow behind RV for a Class C 14,000 pound motorhome. It's something that Tara and I have been talking about since last year. We finally were able to go ahead and pull it off. We paid off a couple of bills, a car, a loan, so we could be able to swing this. And we're also trying to keep in mind that in 3 years both of us are going to retire, so we're trying to get some more things paid off so we can put some more money away for retirement. So but it was a big purchase, and we know that we're going to use it. Like I said earlier in the video, when we were doing a seasonal last year at Deer Run campsites in Schaghticoke, we just realized we just didn't like that. We're used to just putting the camper on the back of the truck and taking off and going all sorts of different places, and we put plenty of videos up on our trips that we stayed in the camper. But we just felt it would be easier with the motorhome, and we're keeping less miles off the truck. So it's a win-win for us I think we're definitely going to enjoy it. We already have some trips already planned. We got more trips that we are going to plan for this spring, summer, into early fall. And I think that we're going to get many hours of enjoyment out of the Class C motorhome. This snippet of the walkthrough, we only showed you a little bit of that because we're going to do a walkthrough video ourselves to show everything that the camper has. So again, we put these campers out, or we put these videos out so you guys can decide whether or not you want to do the things that we do. If you want to go on some of the trips that we've done, if you want to go to Wildwood, we've been there so many times. If you've never been to Myrtle Beach and we're just wondering what it's like, we did a video on that. Any of these camping trips, we went to Niagara Falls on the American side, and we've already scheduled and reserved a campground in Canada to do it on the Canada side. And we are hoping that you will see what we do, and maybe you'll want to do them, or maybe not. Maybe you'll see them and don't want it, and that's great, because then you can make that choice, and hopefully we've helped you along with the choice. And maybe you'll see the Class C motorhome that we bought and the type of freedom that it's going to give us to just hop in it, throw some food in there. It's already mostly going to be pre-packed with things for camping, and we can just take off and go, and maybe that's something you want to do. I watch a lot of hashtag van life on YouTube. People just travel around to different national parks all over the United States, visiting places they want to go. We can definitely do that in the summer because I'm a teacher, I'm off, and Tara's been at her job for 30 years, so she gets plenty of time off. They're not going to tell her no, she can't have some time off. So we can definitely take off to whatever national parks. We've been to Yellowstone, we've been to Mount Rushmore, we've been to some other national parks as well. We put videos out. We've got many, many more that we definitely want to do. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. We hope that you will subscribe. We enjoy putting this content out. We really, really do. And please feel free to leave any comments, but this is a family channel. I say it in every one of my videos, so please make sure that they are clean. Thanks so much. Until next time.